Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Higher Levels. I created this channel when I hit my rock bottom, and my rock bottom was having to say goodbye to my baby. After going through this whole entire experience, I realized that this was the fork in the road that I needed in my life journey. I needed this experience to slow me down and help me to realize that healing needed to take place. I personally feel like everybody does not need to hit their rock bottom in order to realize that they could change their whole entire life around for the better. It takes time, yes, but I feel like if we're constantly headed in the same direction, we will eventually reach our destination. It doesn't matter if your steps are big, medium, or small. As long as you don't give up and you keep going, you will eventually reach your destination. And I got my little stick. For today's video, we'll be speaking about foundation and how it relates to our soul and mind. So what is a foundation? According to Google's definition, a foundation is usually a stone or concrete structure that supports a building from underneath. A foundation can also be something such as an idea, a principle, or a fact that provides support. So in these two definitions, the word support was used. And support is important because as humans, at some point in our life, we realize that we cannot do this on our own. We need some type of help and support along the way. So on a spiritual level, your foundation is all about your spiritual beliefs and your spiritual practices. And on a mental level, it's all about your personal beliefs and your values. And your values are the standards and principles that you set for yourself. So basically, it's your judgment on what is important in life to you. We said that your foundation on a soul level is all about your spiritual practices and your spiritual beliefs. And some examples of spiritual practices are praying, journaling, meditation, yoga, gratitude, and visualization. My healing journey started with praying, and I was listening to a video on YouTube that Steve Harvey was doing, and he said that 2 reasons why people don't have the life of their dreams is because they don't ask God for it and they don't write it down. And I think that's where praying and journaling comes into play. So for praying, right, we are allowed to ask God for whatever we want because there's nothing too big for him to take care of. But personally, I make it a habit to pray for preparation rather than the finished product. I feel like when you're truly prepared for something, you become a vibrational match to whatever it is that you're desiring. And then once you're a vibrational match, the universe makes space for you. It clears the way for you to just rocket launch into whatever it is that you desire. So preparation is important for me, and that's why I pray for it. Write down your goals, write down your desires, write down your dreams, write everything down. By doing that, it helps you to stay focused because you can really look at, okay, this is what is going on with me. What can I do? What can I address? What can I adjust? What's going to help me to make progress? Meditation and yoga has really helped with my anxiety because it slows you down. And I feel like when you're doing too much and you're just going, that's a breathing place for anxiety. These 2 techniques are important because they help you to slow down physically with your body and mentally with your mind. And when I go out, I don't feel so overwhelmed. I don't tremble on the inside anymore. I don't feel like the whole world is against me. Breathe. Breathe, 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 and take it one step at a time. And gratitude. Gratitude is important because life doesn't always go away, right? And when it doesn't go away, it's to test us to see how we're gonna react. And it's important to remember all the things that are working out for us, right? So for example, a perfect personal example is losing my son. I wanted my baby so badly, so badly. And I had to really open my eyes and realize, okay, he's not here anymore, but I have my family. I have my friends. I have an amazing support system. I gotta be grateful for that. I have life, and with life comes a second chance. I could try again. I'm completely healthy. I'm able to have kids. I should be happy for that. And in that moment, you kind of realize, okay, even though life feels really shitty right now, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And as long as you have life, you have a second chance to either try again or try something new. And with visualization is such an important skill, because as a child, we have this amazing imagination to just be able to imagine whatever we want. And we need to tap into that now that we're adults. You have to see yourself doing, acting, and being in the position that you want to be in. By doing your spiritual practices, you strengthen your spiritual beliefs. And your belief system is the invisible force behind your behavior. It's basically the reason why we do what we do. So it's important to know what you believe in. They said if you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. So what is it that you believe in? And your spiritual beliefs is your belief system on a spiritual level. Either be scriptures or just sayings that give us comfort in difficult times, motivate us, and give us a sturdy foundation to build off of. So I want to share with you guys some of my spiritual beliefs. You could feel free to use them if you want to. So 2 scriptures that motivate me and give me comfort are Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. And also Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. They popping fireworks outside. Okay. 3 sayings that hold a lot of weight for me and that are a part of my spiritual beliefs is God did not bring me this far to leave me. I should pray the hardest when I feel like it's the hardest to pray. And the last one is when man plans, God laughs. And that one holds a lot of weight for me because I basically manifested my pregnancy. I've been saying from 2018 that in 2 years I'm going to go and have my baby because that's what I want to do, and that's my decision and nobody can tell me nothing else. Well, God sure did tell me something else. It happened. It didn't play out the way that I wanted it to, but it helped me to realize that I need to lift up whatever it is that I want for myself. I need to lift it up to God, and I need to ask Him, if this is your will, let it be done. And if it's not a part of your will for me, let me know. Show me signs. Give me the peace to know that if things do not work out the way that I want them to, help me to know that things are still going to work out. And they're going to work out in a way that is so much better than I imagined. And I pray for that. Create a relationship. It's so important to just be real and to just speak. You don't need to talk like how the preachers do, because He knows you. He knows that every 2-3 words out of your mouth is a bad word, if it is. He knows how you are. So you don't have to put on a mask. You don't have to put on a act for Him. You just talk exactly how you do, because He wants you exactly as you are. So let's go to mental, and I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, so we're almost finished. I feel like after you pray, some personal work is needed, because we have been through a lot and we have done a lot, and because of all those things that we've been through, we have created habits and guards and walls around ourselves to protect ourselves. And some of those things are outdated and will not push us towards our goal in the direction that we want to be in. So I feel like this is very, very, very important. Any question that's on this board and you think about something, write it down. All right, so our foundation on a mental level. And we said that it is all about our personal belief and our values. We also said that our belief system is the reason why we do what we do. Personal beliefs. How do you feel about yourself? I feel like asking yourself questions help you to dig a little deeper. Now it's personal. Now it's like, all right, how do I feel about myself? And if your thoughts are more negative than positive, I feel like it's very important to know if you could feel it, you could heal from it. So if it is painful to think about your past, I know sometimes it is, but it is important to just go through the motions, right? Just feel how you need to feel so you can understand why you feel the way you feel so that you can heal from it. So after you've asked yourself, how do you feel about yourself? And you have a good idea, it's important to know what are your engrams. And what are engrams? Engrams are subconscious memories and psychological blockages that block your level of success. So it's basically the things that you've been through that serve as walls that you think are protecting you, but they're actually limiting you from going where you want to be or exploring where you rather be than where you are. I hope that makes sense. So get your pen and your papers, and I feel like this is a good start to figuring out what needs to be healed and where do you start. So now we're gonna go to our value section. And we said our values are our principles and standards. Basically, what do we think is important in life to us? It's our judgment on what is important. So I have the question up here. What is important to you? What is important to you? What are your goals? What do you want for yourself? What do you ultimately want for yourself? Think about your 5-year goal. Think about your 1-year goal. And think about your 6-month goal. What is important to you family-wise? Do you want a family? Do you want more love in your relationships, whether it's with your friends, your family, your loved ones? What is it that's important to you career-wise? Where do you see yourself? What job do you want to be doing? Do you want to be working for yourself? Do you want to be your own boss? What is important to you? We are completely responsible for the things that we say and the things that we do. Our thoughts and actions speak loudly to the universe. After you ask that question, what is important to me? Where do I see myself? What are my goals? Then you need to start acting, thinking, speaking in whatever way that mimics and matches where you want to be and who you want to become. So I wrote a few tips that I think were important to keep in mind and were important to practice in your healing journey or whatever journey that you're on right now. So tip number 1 is seek knowledge. The more you try to learn, it's the more you realize that there's so much that you don't know about. Practice acceptance. Sometimes we beat ourselves up because of decisions that we made, but it's important to know you made those decisions at that point because you thought that those were the right decisions for you. But we grow, we evolve, and sometimes we're not at the same mindset and we're not the same person that did those things. So it's important to accept that you were the person back then, accept that you're ready for change, accept that you're ready for growth, accept that you are a different person, or accept that you want to be a different person. Forgiveness. It's important to forgive yourself and to forgive anybody else that did anything wrong to you. If something really bad happened to you and you don't see yourself forgiving the other person, you don't necessarily have to forgive them face to face, like actually contact them until you are ready. but it is important to forgive yourself for maybe not doing what you think you should have done in that moment, or forgive yourself for beating yourself up so long and not realizing that it wasn't you who was in the wrong, or you had no control over the situation. It's very important to forgive yourself and forgive others. It's heavy to hold on sometimes, and when it's too heavy, let go. Declutter. Let go of situations that no longer serve you. Let go of people that no longer have your best interests at heart. It's important to get rid of dead weight. Get rid of dead weight so that you can create space for positivity. Create space for things that are going to rocket launch you in the direction that you want to be in. Let go of the things that no longer serve you and make room for the things that are willing to serve you. Boom. Be kind to yourself. This is a journey. Nothing will happen at a snap of the finger. It is very important to be kind to yourself. And that's one lesson that I am learning personally, because I'm always hard on myself. But I'm learning that everything is a balance. Yes, you need to stay focused. Yes, but it's important to rest. It's important to have fun. It's important to let go. You can't always be rigid and always in the go, always in the go. You need rest. You need to enjoy what you're blessed with, and you're blessed with life. And follow your heart and your intuition. And I heard something that stick with me, and I really believe it. It says that your intuition is the way that God speaks to you. And when you're going really fast and you're on survival mode, overdrive, when you just keep going, you don't have a clear channel to receive what you need. So it's important to slow down. And I told you that the yoga, journaling, meditation, it all helps you to just take some time for yourself. And it's very important to do that so that you can be clear and not overwhelmed all the time. It's important to breathe and relax, and allow yourself to be open to receive whatever that you need to receive. So I wrote an apology letter to myself, and for anybody who's interested in healing, I wanted to share it with you guys. If you hear it and you like it, you can feel free to use it for yourself. I accept myself for everything I did. I will no longer hold myself hostage for the things that I participated in. I now understand that the things that I said and did felt right to me at that time. And at that level of consciousness, I did not know any better. I now acknowledge that I am ready to be healed and start moving on with my life, because stagnation no longer has a hold on me. Yours truly, the version of me who is ready to ascend and be better. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11 and 12. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and the future. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you.